Plato and Aristotle thought of ethical development as a two-stage process, whereby you have the habituation phase that initially starts in youth and early childhood, followed by a rational phase of ethical development that entails in adulthood. So the habituation phase provides the framework by which the later stage of rational ethical development can entail. The Stoics take a different approach. So the Stoics view the pattern of ethical development as a singular, continuous, unceasing, unending process, whereby the individual or the human being seeks the Stoic ideal of moral perfection, although that Stoic ideal of moral perfection is oftentimes a theoretical ideal, because it is very difficult to attain the Stoic ideal of moral perfection. But nevertheless, one can make progress towards that ideal and live a virtuous life with virtue-based happiness. So, in contrast to the Platonic Aristotelian sense of, or in contrast to the Platonic Aristotelian perspective of ethical development, which views ethical development as a two-stage process, the Stoics view it as a one-stage, continuous, singular process that is unceasing, that is unending, and that presumes, and this is important, rationality. So in the Platonic Aristotelian sense, the rational phase comes later in life. In the Stoic phase, the focus is on adulthood, and they presume rationality in the process of ethical development. And so in the Stoic perspective, it is very rare to find the ideal Stoic, the ideal man of complete wisdom, because the Stoic standards are rather difficult, and because they view that ethical development is an unending, continuous process, a singular, continuous process that is often, I should say, it's not necessarily unending, but it is often unending in the sense that there is always work to be done in striving for a virtuous life and virtue-based happiness. Thus, for the Stoics, reaching ethical perfection is not an anticipated phenomena. It happens, but it's not an anticipated phenomena. Rather, the Stoics anticipate progress towards what may be called a theoretical moral perfection, which falls just short of perfection. So you may fall just short of perfection, but to reach that perfection is a rather rare phenomena for the Stoics.